بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا. Now what is Mawṣūf and Ṣifah or adjectival phrase? So same like mudaf mudafun ilayhi, they both are nouns. Same thing for Mawṣūf and Ṣifah, they both are nouns. So Mawṣūf is a noun, Ṣifah is another noun. So the Mawṣūf, the noun being described. So basically what is happening in Mawṣūf Ṣifah, there is one noun is being described by an adjective. So let's say when we say like a big ball, right, or a tall man, or something small house, right? So we are describing house like with a small or with this sifa or it's adjective. Like in English, if you say adjective, right? In Arabic we say sifa. So we are basically explaining or describing a noun with its adjective or with its with a quality or something, right? So Mawṣūf is the noun that is being described, and sifa is basically the adjective that is describing the noun. So that's what it is basically. Both are nouns. One is being described and one is the description. In English, we normally say like a big man, right? So now the adjective comes before the noun that is being described. So now we are describing man. That man is big. So the adjective is coming before the noun that is being described. But in Arabic, it's reversed. The description comes after the noun being described. So same thing, like let's say big is basically means kabir in Arabic, kabirun, and man means rajulun, right? So when you translate a big man, you're not gonna say like kabirun rajulun.
Rajulun Kabir.
Rajulun kabirun, right? So kabirun rajulun is wrong. So like if we go with word to word, same like in English, like so the big man. But in Arabic, basically the sifa or the adjective comes after the noun that is being described. So that's the main difference. So let's see the grammatical rules for this pair of consumption. So same like mudaf mudafun alayhi, there are few grammatical rules that need to be fulfilled, and those are I think pretty easy. The adjective must agree with the noun in gender, encasing, number, and definiteness. So all these four properties that we learned when we start our this Quranic Arabic program, that an ism has four properties, right? We know ism has four properties, and then we name it like gend, like Gend, like gender. In ism may have masculine or feminine. Encasing, ism have three statuses or three endings, like it can be in rafa status, nasab status, and jar status. Numbers, we know in Arabic there are three type of numbers, like mufrad, musanna, and plural, right? Singular, dual, and plural, or jama. And then also ism has a quality called definiteness, like an ism can be definite or indefinite, like marfa or nakira. So all these four properties, both ism should fulfill or should match. So like Sifa, whatever the Mawṣūf has, gender, ending, number, and definiteness, Sifa should have also all those four properties. So Sifa must agree with Mawṣūf with all these. So let's say if Mawṣūf is Muannas, Sifa will be Muannas. If Mawṣūf is Muzakkar, Sifa will be Muzakkar. If Mawṣūf is in Rafa status, Sifa would be in Rafa status. If Mawṣūf is in Nasab status, Sifa would also be in Nasab status. Same thing for Jar status. If Mawṣūf is Mufrad, Sifa would be Mufrad. If Mawṣūf is Dual, Musanna, Sifa would be Musanna. And if it is Mawṣūf is plural, Sifa would be plural as well, right? Same thing if Mawṣūf is Nakira, Sifa would be Nakira. If Mawṣūf is Marfa, Sifa would be Marfa. And there are a few examples. If you see, Muslimun Salihun. Now Muslimun, so this is the example for gender. So Muslim is masculine. Salihun is also masculine. You cannot put Salihatun. This is wrong. Like Muslimun Salihatun, wrong. Because Salihatun is tamarbuta. That is the sign of femininity. It cannot be in feminine form. Because Muslim, the Mawṣūf is in masculine. So Muslimun Salihun, right? A righteous Muslim. So Muslimatun Salihatun. This is correct. So Muslimatun, now this is feminine. So now you have to have a sifa in feminine. Muslimatun Salihatun. Now you have to have tamarbuta for both, right? Because gender must match. Sifa, gender of sifa must match the gender of Mawṣūf. So Muslimatun Salihatun. All right. So that's basically for gender. Let's say if we will talk about end casing, ar-rajulu at-tawilu. So now ar-rajulu is in rafa status because of the dhamma. So the tawilu should be in rafa status as well. So ar-rajulu at-tawilu, the tall man, right? Now ar-rajula at-tawila. So if ar-rajula is in nasab status, at-tawila must be in nasab status as well. So the tall man. Translation is same, but as we know that these four properties must match, both like Ṣifah must match the properties of Mawṣūf. Ar-rajuli at-tawili. Now here ar-rajuli is or Mawṣūf is in jar status, so at-tawil it should be in jar, must be in jar status as well. So ar-rajuli at-tawili. Same translation, the tall man, right? But the status is much matched or and casing must match. Kitabani means two books, right? Mufidani means useful. So ani is for Rafa. So kitabani and also mufidani. They both are in Rafa. Now kitabaini, if you make it kitabaini, like muslimaini, that is in nasab status or jar status. Then you have to convert the sifa into nasab as well. So it becomes mufidaini, kitabaini, mufidaini, right? So Rafa status here, kitabani, mufidani, and here it can be in nasab or jar. So if kitabaini, if the Mawṣūf is in nasab or jar status, its sifa must be in nasab and jar status as well. So mufidani becomes mufidaini. Why? Because kitabani becomes kitabaini. That's why. All right. So that was based on the end casing. Number, let's say the number, if your Mawṣūf is singular, sifa would be singular. So waladun kabirun. If Mawṣūf is dual, sifa is dual, same as like over here, right? So waladani kabirani. Waladani means like two boys, kabirani. Kabir means big, but as waladani, waladun is in musanna, so kabirun will become kabirani. So we have to make sure that both Mawṣūf and sifa match the number. If they are singular, they must sifa must be singular. If Mawṣūf is dual, the sifa must be dual as well. So waladani kabirani, and awladun is a plural of waladun. Waladun means boy, awlad means boys, right? So awladun kibarun. Now kabir is singular. Kabir means big, but its plural is kibar, right? Because awlad is plural now, so we have to convert sifa into plural as well. We cannot use awladun kabirun. It's wrong because kabir is singular. Kabir is singular and awlad is plural. If Mawṣūf is plural, its sifa must be in plural as well. It must match the number. So awladun kibarun is the correct translation. So we should know the plural as well. Like if Mawṣūf is in plural, so we have to make sure that sifa must be converted into plural form as well. So that's based on masculine. Now, for feminine, if you go muslimatun salihatun, right? A righteous muslima. So here it is gender feminine. It is singular. So the sifa must be singular, feminine, and also if you see muslimatun, so it is in rafa status. So it is that's why salihatun is rafa status, right? It is singular, it is feminine, it is in rafa status. All three properties are being matched. Fourth one we'll discuss here. Muslimatani salihatani. So now as you see, it is dual now, so the salihatun becomes salihatani. And same thing like ani. Is rafa ani, sifa is also ani. Must be matching the status. And then both are dual, both are feminine. Muslimatun, it becomes feminine plural. Then the salihatani becomes salihatun. This is feminine plural, right? So we have to make sure the number must match. So now here if you see both has tanween, rafa status, muslimatun, salihatun, ending is matching, gender is same, like both are feminine, muslimatun, salihatun, also number is matching, like it is plural, muslimatun plural, salihatun is also plural. All three properties are matching, right? So now let's go to definiteness, nakira marfa. So if Mawṣūf is nakira, sifa must be nakira. So like you see baytun, there is no al. So baytun saghirun. Sifa is also nakira. But if it is al baytu, then you have to put al also before sifa as well. So because Mawṣūf is in definite form now, it has al. So al baytu, sifa will also be converted into definite form as saghiru. And when we have al, we drop the mean, right? So we put single dhamma fatha kasra. All right. So these are the four properties. Like there are lots of examples if you see, right, in each case. So Sifa must match or must agree with this Mawṣūf in gender, encasing, number, and definiteness. It should match. It must match gender. You can say all four properties. All right. And then there may be other words between them. Or this is another you can say a property. Like it's possible. Like it's not kind of a mandatory. Like for mudaf mudaf ilayhi, we see that mudaf mudaf ilayhi must comes one after each other. Like there cannot be anything in between them. But mawṣūf and sifa, there may be other words can come. May not be there. It's possible. Other words can appear as well in between. Like right now there is nothing in between, right? Like Muslimun, Salihun, nothing in between. But it's possible that something else or another word may appear in between these two words. Now, multiple sifas for one mawṣūf. It's also possible that, same like in English, right? Like the tall, generous man. If you see, like man is being described by two properties or two adjectives, like tall and generous, right? So same thing is possible in Arabic as well. So this is the mawṣūf, and there are two properties or two adjectives for his mawṣūf. Like it is mawṣūf, man is tall, also man is generous. Same thing is possible that we may have multiple sifas for one mawṣūf. And one Quranic example is like here if you see, huwa Allahu la ilaha illahu al-malikul quddusus salam. Here we have mawṣūf Allah or huwa, right? It's same thing. Huwa Allahu la ilaha illahu, he, Allah, there is no God except him, right? Al-malikul quddusus salam. These are all sifas of mawṣūf, right? So al-malikul quddusus salamul. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وآله وصحبه وسلم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.